few more joined us. Great. Okay, you guys ready?
Always ready.
Good to hear. Hi there. So my name's David Page, and thank you ever so much for joining us for this webinar. Big question. How is a teacher or a school expected to teach, excite, motivate, and ensure engagement of its students in a pandemic engulfed 2021? Great question, right? Well, I'm hoping that you'll see today we can answer some of those questions. Let me give you a very brief and quick background. So FilmDoo Academy actually started out as a global online film streaming platform. It was produced to help people find and watch feature films and shorts from literally all over the world, covering 83 countries and 35 languages. And last year we were actually receiving over 800,000 visits a month, which is brilliant, incredible. We spent over the past 2 years developing software that works on top of video and film content to create interactive courses that can be used by schools and tutors in class, online, with live lessons set as homework or even as self-study and home tuition. In 2019, we had discussions and pilots as well with large corporations such as the BBC and the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London, as well as the Language Flagship Program, which is based in the US, that provides 21 universities with language programs and is funded by the US Department of Defense. That's my train then. Since the pandemic, we have been working hard to help schools and teachers back here in the UK. Students, people in general, in fact, now more than ever are consuming and learning via video content out of choice. We believe we've created the perfect tool to assist teachers with teaching students using their own preferred method. Our software that we've created enables teachers to create a class with the help of film and video content, and by adding interactions, make it possible for students to play along and answer the question set. Using video this way keeps students interested, motivated, and focused, and overall it makes learning fun. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share, like I said earlier, a video of our wonderful head of EdTech, Rob.
Sorry to interrupt, David. So we'd like to stop our video just to make sure that the video quality is not.
Sorry, say that again.
So we just like to stop our video so that the video quality that you're going to share is not compromised.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, turn off your monitors. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, thank you.
But don't take our word for it. Come and try it out for yourself by coming to FilmDoo.Academy and clicking register for free in the top right-hand corner. You'll have to give us a couple of details about yourself and then you can click start free trial. I already have an account, so I'm going to click log in here. When you first log in for the first time, you won't have any courses here, but I've created plenty already, so we can see quite a big list here. Now, I'm going to start by showing you one of our favourite English language films. It's called The Present. This is a particular favourite with a lot of our teachers. So I'm going to start the game simply by clicking play in the bottom right corner here. From this screen, I can invite my friends or other classmates to join me in a watch party, or I can click play now to play on my own. So we have a young boy here playing video games, but you can also see in the bottom left-hand corner there is a progress bar moving along, and there are a few dots along the bottom indicating where we have interactions coming up.
Hey, sweetie. Sorry I got home so late. But I had to pick something up off the work. It's such a beautiful day outside. You should let some sun inside.
Ooh, multiple choice. Get ready. Oh, those are definitely window blinds. And what's great is I answered that question so quickly, I got 10 whole points, which puts me at the top of the leaderboard of one person.
Why don't you stop playing and open the present I got for you? Hello? Oh, yes, sir. I don't know why you didn't get the papers.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not a football, but I can get a bonus point if I guess it right on the second go.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a puppy. Now I'm going to skip right to the end so we can see how well I did overall. We can see my final results. Next, I'm going to really quickly just choose a Spanish class to show you how it would work if I played with a group. I'm going to choose this film, The Prisoner. It's quite contemporary, so our students can really relate to this and it really helps them learn the language. But this time, I'm going to invite a couple of my classmates to join along. So all they have to do is go to fdo.000 and then put in the room code SPIDER, shown in the middle of the screen here. Then they'll be asked for their nickname, and now we're in a watch party together. And now the video will show on all the student screens, so even if they're at home during lockdown, they can all watch at the same time. As everybody watches the video together, they will be shown the same question at the same time, and they'll have to try and compete to get the most points. And now when we see the leaderboard, we'll get to see who scored the fastest. By not simply giving every student who gets it right 1 point and everyone else 0 points, it makes it more of a game. It relieves some of the pressure and it makes it a lower stress environment, so the students are having fun. Whilst everyone is watching the film, they will be able to hit their emoji in the top left corner here and let the rest of their classmates know how they're feeling about different scenes in the film. Now let's once again skip to the end to see our final results. Now this time we can see how we compare to the other students, and also we can download a CSV file showing what scores everybody got for each question. Having worked with and spoken to lots of different teachers, we decided it was really important that it's easy for them to find videos, to edit videos and update their videos that they use for their classrooms. And that's why we created our own super easy, super fast authoring tool. We simply click on this Create New Lesson button at the very top right of the screen. And now I have a box to paste the URL of a YouTube or Vimeo video right in here, and I have chosen this French film. I'm happy that's the correct film, so I click Continue, and now I can choose what time I want it to start and end. I don't want to use the entire video clip because it's quite a long video, so I can drag these little handles in to choose the start and end time, or alternatively I can update these input boxes for a slightly more precise start and end time. Now it's going to take me to the Add Interactions screen. So at present there is one kind of interaction, which is the multiple choice question, and I'm going to add one in at around this time here. So I click the Add Interaction button and it gives me this extra little form where I put in my question, I put in my answers, and I select which I would like to be the correct answer. I can also adjust how long I want it to be on screen for. If I think the question is quite complicated or there's a lot to read, I might want it to show for a little bit longer and give my students a bit more time to think about it. Great, well I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to add one more question to this I think, and then we're good to go. I'm ready to continue, so I click Save and Continue again. Now I give my film a title that I'll be able to recognise it with when I come back, and a good description to help remind me and any other teachers what this video is about. I can then select it to be French and what kind of language level it is, ideally the language level of the questions I'm asking. And finally, I can add some hashtags. This is going to make it much easier for me to find later and for other teachers to find it too. Now, when I'm happy with this, I'm just going to save this and come back to this screen. And now I just want to show you the filtering we have on the side here. So if I put in French, and maybe I search for one of those hashtags we just added, travel perhaps, you can see how easy it is for me to find the exact video I'm looking for. There is now an edit button on here, so I can always go back in and make changes really easily, and a duplicate button if I want to create a slightly different version of this, or if I wanted to duplicate a different lesson I've come across. So there we have it. It's incredibly quick and easy to create interactions that you can use as a watch party with your students. So come check it out today and sign up for a free trial at FilmDoo Academy.
There you go. Thank you ever so much, Rob. A brilliant video. I love it, even though I say so myself. But so yeah, if you would like any further details on the tool or would like to book a demonstration, please do contact me or one of the member of the team via the contact page on the website, and we'll be happy to book you in for a one-to-one meeting. One teacher actually said to me during a demo, how are you different to other platforms and methods out there on the market? Apart from being a unique tool that is in the marketplace right now, we have 3 distinct reasons why we shine above the rest, and they are customer service, customer service, customer service. We pride ourselves on personalized aftercare, and once a school becomes a client, they are designated with a specific member of our team for one-to-one help, assistance and engagement. I'm hoping actually that there's people on here today that have already had the pleasure of having a call from one of our team and checking if you need any further help with creating a class using our tool with the free sign up. So without further ado, I will pass you over to Julio and Francisco to have a little chat about how the tool has helped them and how they've used it in their online learning and teaching. Thanks ever so much, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. It's nice to see some familiar names. You had me over the phones in the past few days. As Dave said, we are really looking forward you guys using the tool and maybe incorporating within your teaching kit. And we have Francisco here, who is a modern language teacher that has been doing that for a while now, with and without us. So yeah, I mean, the video showed it. I know some of you already signed up. So some of you are already perhaps using it. We won't go through it again. And as Dave said, please do get in touch if you want this 15-minute training session with us, because we really like to do that, because we also get feedback from you and we can help you create your first course, which is how I think we got into touch with Francisco. So yes, I'll just introducing Francisco a bit further. He was a teacher on a traditional environment that was forced as most to go onto this online ecosystem that wasn't that easy to. And we started using the tool. We believe in the power of video content for. No problem. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, way better than before.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. What about the rest?
No problem. I mean, you can take over, Francisco. You can.
Well,
okay.
As you may know, my name is Francisco, as Julio and David said already. Last summer, I had the opportunity and the pleasure to actually collaborate with FilmDoo and start using this this tool in order to, to kind of like upgrade the teaching techniques that I already had. And well, like what I found out about FilmDoo, the app looked a little bit different from now. By the way, guys, congratulations. It looks amazing right now. I'm really proud of the upgrades that you did. It looks so sharp, so neat. And well, as you may know, as a tutors, like the four main aspects that we want to focus whenever we like teaching someone a language is the listening, reading, speaking, and also writing. So I find out like also I took the opportunity that FilmDoo gave me in order to try all of these, to try to use the tool to, you know, improve all of those areas with my students. And I actually find out that it is totally possible to do it, even though like you can find media that there's no audio, there's no dialogue, and it still ask questions about vocabulary, still explain like subjects that are really hard to explain in the traditional way, or not really hard, but maybe it makes it boring, you know, because especially when you're teaching like languages with a lot of grammar content, like French, like Spanish, like Portuguese. FilmDoo gives you that opportunity to grab these concepts that are like, you know, maybe really hard for students like English speakers or speakers of a language with a less complex grammar, and explain it in a very, you know, dynamic, fun way. And while listening to native speakers, not only me, but also the audio of the video. And well, yes, also, I think like the most important feature about FilmDoo would be like the fact that the listening is constant. Like you get to listen to several types of, in my experience, it was Spanish. So as you may know, there's so many countries that speak Spanish, so many different accents. And FilmDoo actually gave me the opportunity to actually talk about those differences, but not me, obviously, because I am from Venezuela. I am not going to put up an Argentinian accent, even if I wanted to, but it's not going to come natural. But like, what did I do? I just chose Argentinian films, I chose Venezuelan films, I chose Peruvian films, in order to give those students the opportunity from their own house to get these differences of accents, this difference of even vocabulary, because Spanish is such a vast language when it comes to vocabulary, and every single country and inside of those countries, you'll have like different usage of words. And well, for me, at least in my experience, I think it was the most useful tool when it comes to explain those kind of concepts that when you don't have a tool like FilmDoo, it can be a little bit hard to do in a traditional classroom. I don't know if you want to add anything else, Julio. I'm sorry, I was speaking.
No,
really good.
I think that's it, and I think that's one of the most powerful things that not only our tool but video content in general can allow you, because we are all very much confined and very much, and so we know that film and video
is amazing. That's why FilmDoo is amazing, because FilmDoo does the job for you. So you have
absolutely
you need to do is just choose the video and the questions. Like the program itself does everything. I mean, it makes it like so nice. You can use it for teaching, but also to test your students or to give them like homework, and at the same time being like correcting or like, you know, kind of like supervising the progress, because at the very end, well, at least with the software that I was using back then, at the very end of the lesson, at the very end of the video, you get a list with the detail of every single student and where they did run, so that you can actually go and one-to-one to every single one of them and see, why do you think that it was this question rather than the correct question? Sorry to interrupt, Julio, go ahead.
No, please go. Like you're saying everything that is important. So that's another great feature that we have. And I think, I remember we talked about it when we were doing some live Spanish lessons that we hosted last year. And the cool thing is that it allowed you also to correct yourself as a teacher, which is something when you're writing exams you don't get a chance to do, because you don't really see, like, if a group of students is failing at a particular question and it is a high percentage, then most likely than not, maybe it's the phrasing of that question or the question itself, or maybe you have to cover. I think going back to what you mentioned of how video content allows you to travel and kind of explain other cultures, I would add to that saying that it can be a conversation starter for the before and after class as well. So it cannot, we don't expect this to be a substitute of your lesson. We did, when we were working with Francisco on the Spanish lessons, we did, let's say, the traditional virtual classroom with some slides, explaining the grammar, explaining the concepts. and then we went into the video. And then we've also tried, we have teachers working with us that have tried as homework. So instead of using it on the actual classroom, just giving it away. And it's great because it's a little bit more interactive. And they are going to be on a screen anyways, but it feels more gamified because they can play with other students and it's still private and they can, you know what I mean? Like, it is not a tool where they answer, they have to answer individually and you correct them individually. So that's, yeah.
And also there's something that is very good about FilmDoo and using media in general, as you say, is that it gives you the opportunity to like a progressive learning. You know what I mean? It's not in traditional lessons. Sometimes we talk about the present simple, we talk about the present perfect, and then we keep going and going and going. And then we forget to keep testing students to see if they actually learning that, if they actually remember those kind of stuff. With FilmDoo, what I found that was so easy was the fact that even though, I mean, sometimes it's far too hard to find the media that will be like exclusive of the subject that you are touching, but it gives you the opportunity to test if what you've been teaching in the past is being clear, it's been actually understood. And while you're introducing new subjects, well, which I believe, and I think, because from my own experience, is the best way to keep, like, you know, teaching students, because you make sure that actually they're understanding, that they know, and that they know, like, that those very hard concepts are being absorbed in their minds. So it's like a continuum practice of the language.
Yeah, fantastic.
Absolutely.
I think you both covered that really well.
I think, yeah, and I'm conscious of
You'll
time.
You'll be hosting on your own next time, the webinar, I think.
No,
it's really good. And
it's
a couple of points there that you picked up on, and this is exactly it. It's supposed to be an add-on, and it's supposed to be in conjunction with, you know, the classrooms and lessons that you're already teaching. There's some different descriptions of different people that we have helped and are helping with the stimulation in class learning, with the special education needs, homework and revision, which is a huge one, blended learning, targeted interventions, etc., etc. Personalized learning as well is one. And, you know, we're seeing a lot of people using this in different ways, which is absolutely fantastic for us. So when you do start using this, please give us feedback. We'd like to hear it. Yeah. Great stuff. Listen, guys, thanks ever so much. We'd like to take any questions if there are any. I have tried keeping this to half an hour because we understand how busy you guys are. The same as the demonstrations as well. We're very much to the point. We keep those to 15 minutes. So if you're interested in having a one-to-one demonstration and actually creating a class or a lesson in that time, then please do contact us.
And Francisco, tell you what, maybe you can put in the link of the father video for them to have a reference of the work that we are not going to be able to play it, but
I'm doing that.
I think next time we should play one live. We'll have a little bit more time and we'll play one live.
So Mark,
email instead about free access. Yeah, absolutely. So when you sign up for a month for free, and you have free access to use the tool. And it's an opportunity to try it out in class as well. So yeah, absolutely. Okay.
And I'm just putting out Francisco's virtual classroom with us for anybody who wants to check the content.
Class, by the way. Well done with that.
Yeah.
It is great. And I know that one is actually being used online with students as well. It's fantastic. And it was received exceptionally well.
And I want to add something, like, please do give FilmDoo the feedback, because I can tell from my own experience that all the feedback that I gave to them during those live webinars, they actually took it. They took it in a very humble and proactive way. And I was really surprised to see the new software. Like I can tell you, like, with my hand on my heart, that I would, like, definitely use this software, because, like, this is exactly what we were, like, at that moment, that what we wanted. And I'm like super happy to see that you guys actually made it. It looks superb. So congratulations to Verada and Rob. You made it. To you, David, to you, Julio, and to everyone in the company. That where is what was the name? Charles too, and everyone that helped me. And well, it was a pleasure to work with FilmDoo. So please do try it out. It's an amazing tool, and it will make your lessons very, very fun and very dynamic.
Francisco,
Francisco.
brilliant.
Thank you very
That's,
much.
hats off to you, my friend. Thank you ever so much.
Hats off to you guys. Hats off
Yeah,
to you.
great teacher, great teacher. No, it was an absolute pleasure working with you. Really, really was. And no
Likewise.
doubt we'll be working together quite a lot in the future as well. But no, we're pleased that you
Why
loved it all. Yeah, pleased that you love it all, and pleased that you've got good usage out of it and created some amazing courses and classes. So yeah, well done. Listen, thanks ever so much, everyone that's joined us here today. We really do appreciate it. And again, please go use our tool. It's going to help you and your students alike and create exactly what Francisco said there, a little bit of fun back in the classroom, as well as at the same time being able to teach and learn. Thanks ever so much, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a nice day. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.